Rock Bottom Coins is the #1 place to get your Madden 21 coins. If you make coins for my videos, sell them to Rock Bottom. If you're buying, use my code GUTBOX for 10% off. Hey, GUTBOX here. Today I'm going to go through what I think is the best ball carrier move in Madden 21, which is kind of crazy, and the Twitch audience is probably sick of me talking about it, but I want to talk to you YouTubes. The Jurdle, right? The Jurdle, it's a funny word, it's great, let's all get our laughs out. Let me play this in the background while I'm doing it. So I showed it off on stream, I've done it a little bit, and this kick return solo, we'll see it. But basically, McCaffrey right here, you get up, and then you go like that, and you can kind of like easily evade people, right? And obviously, there's our risks to downside to ball carrier moves. I haven't seen a lot of fumbling this year, but I did see one that I'll show you at the end is like the downside, but like overall it really messes up the AI. It does a decent job against other users because it shifts the field so dramatically and there's like a speed burst off of it. So like it's not that bad of a move. It's not something I do into traffic, or I would definitely practice it a bit before I do it. That one I couldn't get the second. I probably just should have taken off instead of doing the second Jurdle. But because it moves so far in the field and quickly, the AI can't keep up with it. Whereas like the juke right now, the spin right now, all moves really slowly and you kind of have to get back up to speed. It's very easy to get tackled, especially in those situations. So the Jurdle is really nice for like getting past a couple defenders. Now, how nice, we'll see, right? I still think the best one is the potential stop and go because that one looks really cool, right? The Jurdle looks like glitchy as hell. And it's like, oh, that's not a real thing. Where the stop and go is like, yeah, that actually looks cool. So the stop and go not only has a cool factor, I think it's effective and mostly effective against other users. The CPU can kind of still be swerved a little bit. Pursuit's not that great this year again. And you'll be like, well, yeah, what about the risk of the fumble, right? There is an ability in game where if you hurdle, I think it's the Leapfrog ability I rebranded from last year, where if you do hurdle and take a hit, you won't fumble. So there's a way of getting it so it won't fumble at all, so it's even safer. Might be worth looking into that. I haven't put that on my McCaffrey right now. You see it's in practice mode, or it's just in this kickoff, not practice mode, but yeah, I didn't do that one that great. So Jurdle isn't for all situations. Kick return, even if it's like okay, it's more like when you're going to the sidelines, when you go in one direction. See how I have to go one direction and then cut back to the other one? That's kind of where it is. So and also, the person that I heard this from, Kegerator, he'd be angry if I didn't shout him out. So one direction, then cut back. Like if you just run right at them and try to Jurdle one direction, they're gonna like leap, and it's not that great of animation. You're gonna see an insane animation, but you might be asking yourself, how do you Jurdle? All right, so the Jurdle's on the Y button, but you can't just hit Y. You have to hit your left stick. So you see how I angle myself on the field here? So I angle one way, and then you got to hit the left stick. Oh, I guess this is just a funny one. Yeah, I'll move forward. I score a touchdown. All right, so on the kickoff. Okay, so like I showed you before, you want to angle. It's an angle thing, and then you got to go back the other way. You see how I angle myself right away? Actually, I went right at the field this time. See how that doesn't really work when I try to do it? So like I think I was maybe trying to show off a juke right there. But let's do it right here. The angle. I'm just showing off the juke right there. I want to do one more Jurdle show. Yeah. So like, do you see on this one? You angle one way, so it's like good for outside runs, maybe not inside runs, but outside runs. Kickoffs are okay. You angle out there, then you angle the other way, and you shift the field direction so fast, so far that it's too hard for the CPU to keep up. Like look at these idiots over here when they try this. All right, and boom, two guys easily change direction. Now you change a lot of the field, so that could be a downside, but let me show you the actual downside because I went into other guys. All right, now here's the actual downside of trying this. I've used a bunch of head-to-head. Here's a head-to-head game. I'm down by 10 points, fourth quarter, and this guy gets a nice knockout fumble against my McCaffrey. And I don't know if McCaffrey's tired. I don't think he was, but yeah, that's the downside. So get Leapfrog to make it safe for your Jurdling needs. And it was like weird because he like kind of suctioned me into that animation. But yeah, Madden and suction animations ain't a more iconic duo. So try and get a little more space between you and the Jurdle guy that you're Jurdling against. Otherwise, shit like that will happen. But, in Madden games, sometimes that just happens and it kind of stacks up. So it's a high risk, high reward at some points with the risk. That's the only fumble I've had, and I've used it online, I don't know, dozen, 20 times. So there you go. Chances of fumbling. Hope you guys enjoy. I would definitely recommend the Jurdle. At least learn it. Left stick, one way, like up to the right, up to the left, depending on which way you're going. And then Y, and that's how you Jurdle. But take care. enjoy the sickest new ball carrier move in Madden 21.